Hello and welcome to Watch Releases Recap, a weekly YouTube show where we talk about the latest watches being released. My name is Oleg. Unfortunately, Mr. Bond is still on a strict crate rest. He has something called IVDD and he has to stay in a crate for the next probably 4 or 5 weeks. So unfortunately, he will be missing these videos, but he sends his regards and hopefully he'll be in the videos very soon. Now, let's talk about the new Nomos, Tangente, Neomatik, and Ludwig in gold cases. Nomos is a German watch brand. I covered this brand on the show many times. I have a Nomos in my collection, and back in the day I had one of the Tangente models in the collection. That's what made me fall in love with this Bauhaus style design language and with Nomos as a watch company. Surprisingly, precious metal cases were never officially offered as part of the standard catalog until now, and we have 2 different models available in yellow gold. First, there's the Tangente, which is essentially their automatic dress watch with a sub-seconds hand. Everything else about this model stayed exactly the same. It still comes in the same case, 35mm diameter, 6.9mm case height, and it's made out of 18 karat 3N gold. It features an all polished finish, and it has 50 meters of water resistance. This one is still powered by the same movement, the caliber DUW3001, which beats at 3 Hz and comes with roughly 43 hours of power reserve. This model is priced at €9,800 and you have 3 different dial variations to choose from. My favorite is probably the gold accents one with a silver dial. I think that looks really good, although the blue seconds hand one and the dark dial also are very handsome. And besides this model, there is also the Ludwig, also in the precious metal case, but once again, everything else about the model stayed the same as the standard stainless steel version. It still comes in a 35mm case, 6.3mm case height. It is slightly thinner because this model is powered by a hand-wound movement, the caliber DUW4001, which also beats at 3 Hz, but it comes with a longer 53-hour power reserve. And as far as the pricing for this model goes, it will be priced at €8,700. Next, let's talk about the new Mido Multifort TV Big Date Season 1 Episode 2. Mido TV Big Date is one of my favorite watches for around $1,000. I reviewed the whole collection. That video can be found on the channel. I will also leave it linked in the description below. And they had these limited edition watches with the sort of blank old school TV screen. These were special or limited editions and they used to sell out right away. Now, Nomos is introducing one to the catalog to stay. So if you really want one of these watches, you can actually get it, which I think is the welcomed edition. I'm tired of these sort of special limited editions. They just sell out, and if you want to buy one, you have to pay resellers an arm and a leg. Everything else about this watch pretty much stayed the same. It is still 40mm in diameter. It's about 47mm from one lock to another. It features an all stainless steel case with some PVD gray coating. Still has 100 meters of water resistance, and it is still powered by the same movement, Mido caliber 80, which beats at 3 Hz and it comes with roughly 80 hours of power reserve. It is essentially a Powermatic 80 with the Big Date module added on. As far as the pricing and availability, as I said, this will be part of the standard catalog, and this watch is priced at 1,300 Swiss francs. Next, let's talk about the new Orient ACOF, the Europe exclusive editions. Orient Bambino is one of these legendary watch lines. It's the dress watch that a lot of people started their collections with, and it is on the smaller side. It's a dress watch, right? But Orient also has this other collection called ACOF, and it is essentially the same as Bambino, but larger. So these watches come in a 41.5mm case. They're 48mm from one lock to another, and they have a case height of 11.7mm. They are powered by an automatic movement, the caliber F6722, which beats at 3 Hz and it comes with 40 hours of power reserve, and these models come with 50 meters of water resistance. Now for the European market only, there are 5 new dial variations available. All 5 actually look really good. My favorite is probably this gray one, although if I had one nitpick, I wish they went with the different Orient logo, the one with the sort of in cursive, the old school one. This new one looks okay, but it could be better. The best thing about these watches is definitely the price. They're around €300, but of course they always go on sale, so if you really want one, you can pick one up on sale in a few months, probably for around 180 to €100, which in my opinion is a very good price and it's sort of a good watch to start watch collecting with. Next, let's talk about the new Christopher Ward C1 Jumping Hour Mach 5. Christopher Ward is a British watch company, and they're very interesting because they sort of transformed from offering just a lot of sports models, you know, the GMTs and the divers, into giving us some unique timepieces like the Bell Canto, like the Jumping Hour watches, like some of the other complications that they're offering, which makes them very unique and very interesting. Now there's the new Jumping Hour model available, and I say a new one because they actually had existing Jumping Hours in the catalog for a long time. Now it's updated, and I actually really like this design language. It is sort of sporty and dressy at the same time. As far as the case dimensions go, these watches are made out of 316L stainless steel. They feature a 39mm diameter, 47mm lug-to-lug distance, and they're a bit on the thicker side, 14mm, but of course that is because they have that jumping hour complication. The movement is based on the Sellita SW200, but they're calling it the Christopher Ward JJ01. It beats at 4 Hz and it comes with roughly 38 hours of power reserve. As far as the water resistance go, this one only comes with 30 meters, which is okay, I guess, but it does look like a sports watch almost, right? So it'd be good for it to be bumped up to maybe 50 or 100 meters. I guess 30 is still fine. And as far as the pricing and availability goes, all models will be available in the catalog. They're not limited editions, and they're priced at $3,165 on the bracelet, or about $3,000 on the strap. There's another Christopher Ward that I wanted to highlight on the show, the Christopher Ward C1 Bel Canto Lumière. Christopher Ward released this Bel Canto collection not too long ago, too much of fanfare. I actually checked out these watches in person at the Vancouver Timepieces show, and I was quite impressed. I think these watches look a lot more expensive than they actually are, and don't get me wrong, these watches are not exactly cheap. Now there's this new sort of Lumière or Lumed edition, which is very fun. Definitely this watch doesn't take itself too seriously, but it still comes in the same dimensions, 41mm diameter, 48mm lug-to-lug distance, and a 13.7mm case height. A lot of that height does come from the crystal, so on the wrist these watches actually wear pretty well. They're powered by the Sellita SW200, which has been modified into caliber FS01 by adding that chiming module, but the watch still beats at 4 Hz and it still comes with 38 hours of power reserve. And just like the model I talked about earlier, it also only comes with 30 meters of water resistance, which is okay for this type of a watch, but once again, I wish they bumped it up to maybe 50 or 100 meters. I really like the design language of this watch. It kind of combines the sporty elements and the dressy elements into this new modern mix, which I am here for, but I understand if you don't like it. Tastes are very individual. As far as the pricing and availability, this will be part of the standard catalog, and this watch is priced at around $5,000 on the rubber strap, or about $5,300 on the bracelet. Get it on the strap. I mean, on the strap it does look really cool. And lastly, let's talk about the new Ming 37.11 Odyssey. Ming is a very interesting watch company. They established a very clear design language, and prior to this release, this watch was available in a diver style. Now it is also available in a GMT, which I actually like quite a bit. I think this is a very unique looking GMT. These Ming watches are a bit of a hit or miss for me personally, but this one specifically is a hit. I really like the design and the execution of this one. As far as the case and the dimensions go, these watches are made out of grade 2 titanium. They feature a 38mm diameter, 44.5mm lug-to-lug distance, and about a 12.5mm case height. They're powered by the Ming caliber SW330, which you guessed it is a modified Sellita SW330. It still beats at 4 Hz and it still comes with roughly 50 hours of power reserve. The water resistance on this watch is pretty respectable, 300 meters, and it is available on both the strap or the bracelet. On the bracelet, it's 5,500 Swiss francs, and on the rubber strap, it's about 5,000 Swiss francs. And that's it for this week's watch releases. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos like this in the future, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what releases stood out to you. I always enjoy reading your comments. Thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you next time. Oh, and by the way, today on my wrist, I'm wearing my Rolex GMT Master 2, the Pepsi. I've had this watch in my collection for a very long time. Okay, thanks for watching.